Welcome to Life Lessons for a Time Such as Now. I have my co-hosts here, Jay Wills.
Hello.
We have Cece and Shania here.
Hi.
Hello. How you doing?
Well, Tracy couldn't be here with us today, so we're going to just keep her in prayer, and hopefully she'll be back with us soon. Today, our topic is menopause. Menopause.
Woo!
Ooh, some of us are there, some of us are not there yet.
And some of us trying to get rid of it right now.
Hello. But listen, my doctor prescribed Vioza. That works pretty good. It doesn't take away the take away the menopause, but it does help with the hot flashes.
What is
So,
it called?
Vioza.
Vioza.
I'll let you guys see it. So, all of you ladies that are out there struggling with menopause, talk to your gynecologist and
Well,
ask.
Crystal, can I ask a question?
Yes, ma'am.
For somebody that hasn't entered the stage of menopause, or at least fully yet, what are some of the symptoms that you experience? And if the other ladies can tell me as well, like what are some of the symptoms to look for when, you first enter menopause or fully blown menopause? Like, I don't know the correct term. I know one of them, I think it's called perimenopause.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So if you could just tell me some of the symptoms of perimenopause, because I'm interested to know at 38, and then what are some of the symptoms of having full menopause, if that's the correct term?
Right. Okay, sure. Well, you're probably experienced some of the perimenopause. That's the stage before you get into the full blown menopause. So some of the symptoms is, which is still a part of the full blown forgetfulness, hot flashes, uh, uh, weight gain. So it's all the same thing, but it's just not full-fledged where it's like happening. My best analogy is that it's not happening all the time with the period. It's like off and on and it's
Yeah.
sporadic.
Yeah.
And you still have your
Okay.
period, you know.
Right.
Okay.
But then when you get into the full-fledged menopause, you have no more period. But sometimes it might come back. It might,
Mhm.
be a couple of years and then it might come back because that did happen to me.
But
Oh,
when
wow.
it does that, that means you're starting all over again. Like yes.
Yeah.
Because that happened to me where I know I think I was in my 30s as well. And I was having these crazy hot flashes and all these different symptoms. And then it stopped for like 2 years and then came back with a vengeance.
Bridges, right?
Mm. Oh
Yeah,
my God.
they normally say though that a woman doesn't really go into full menopausal stage until she's not had her period for 12
After a
up to
year.
12 a year.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I know that because the birth control that I was on at one time or another, I never knew when I fell into.
Mm.
Because I was young and not getting my menstruation. So
Oh.
when I did fall into it, you asked like what some of the signs, symptoms. Well, yeah, it messes with your sleep.
Mm.
You have to deal with the vaginal dryness that a lot of women don't even talk about.
Yeah.
And that with the hot flashes, the combination of all gives can give you anxiety and depression.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Mm.
good to get a handle on it, but it's hard because you don't you like Crystal said, go check out your gynecologist, see what they say. But if you have a gynecologist tell you one thing, my gynecologist may say something else. CC gynecologist may say something else. So you really got to find what fits you as you're
Mhm.
going through it. So one recommendation I want to put out there is I just learned about it. It's on one of the shopping apps. They have a watch. It looks like a watch. But what it does is the temperature it releases when you're going through your hot flashes, it's supposed to cool your body down.
Oh wow.
What?
Now I haven't gotten it yet.
That sounds good.
Yeah, it's a little on a pricey side. But if it does what it's supposed to do, to me, that's worth it.
Now, can you
Okay.
sleep in it and everything?
Yes. Hmm.
That
Well,
sounds good.
I just pulled up the definition for perimenopause. It said perimenopause is the natural transition to menopause, a period of hormonal changes that can cause a range of physical, cognitive, and emotional symptoms. It begins when a woman's ovaries gradually stop working and produce fewer hormones, triggering menopause. Triggering menstruation, irregularities, and other symptoms. Perimenopause can start as early as the mid-30s and last up to a decade. Well,
Mm.
why the hell I'm still going through it?
Because it stopped and came back and start all over again. Yeah.
Oh
Mm.
my
Yeah, they
God.
say it can last up to 8 to 10 years. And
Oh
you
my
have to say
God.
to yourself, well, when does it end for me? I don't know, because I'm still
That
going
part.
through it like crazy.
Me too.
Wait, so perimenopause ends lasts up for 8 years, or the full? Like, explain.
I think
So
it's
do I?
the full process is
Oh, the full process.
yeah,
Okay, I'm about to say.
yeah, because that
Yeah, no, the full.
So when does menopause stop? Basically, 8 to 10 years after you started. Oh.
Right. And some people could tell, it depends on when their mother got it. You would probably follow suit, but I don't know when my mother got it. I think Cece, I'm not
yeah,
sure when her mother. So we don't know
we
that
don't know because
information. We just got to go through it and pray that it's going to end soon.
that goes back to right. That goes back to sometimes at least now we're talking and we talk to our kids about it, well, young ladies about it. But back then, parents didn't really talk about it too much, so we really didn't know unless you did the homework or talk to your doctor or whatever. Because I knew my mom was going through it, but I didn't know exactly what was going on. But now I do now.
So let me ask y'all this question, right?
Mhm.
So as women, even if this doesn't apply exactly to y'all, I know we try to hold on to our youth as much as possible, and it could take a toll on you mentally. So how did you feel when you realized, like, oh shoot, I'm in menopause? Like, did you feel like a part of your youth, was leaving? Like, how did it make you feel?
I don't think personally for myself that it made me feel older. It just made me feel like, okay, this is something I have to really get through. I just want to get through it quicker. But it didn't make me feel like I'm getting old. You know what I mean? I just
Yeah.
thought it was a woman process that, okay, I have to get through it. But other than that, that's it.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't
What?
think I felt anything either. But thinking back now, there was probably like a little depression that was going on, but I didn't connect the two together. It was just,
Hmm.
like things that maybe I was feeling like, okay, maybe I don't want to have sex no more. Like, okay, what's going on? I'm just not interested. And
Oh, so your libido left too.
for me it did. Like
Okay.
for me, yeah. I'm like, oh, look, I'm waiting to get it back. I'm just kidding.
Oh, no.
I hear you.
I don't think, it's I wouldn't say it, well, as it is kind of gradual. So you don't
Mhm.
really think about, I didn't feel like I was getting older. I wanted to know what the hell was going on because the first time I had a real hot flash, I was standing in church and I was talking to my first lady. And when I tell you this heat or whatever this was came from my toes
Mm.
Mm.
all the way up to my head. And it was like the cartoon. And I
Wow.
started breaking out into these little sweat beads and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked at her because I was just like I am like now, like paralyzed, like what the, I like temporarily lost my mind. Like, what the
Mhm.
hell was that? And I asked her, I'm like, did you see that? She's like, yes, I did. I was like, what is that? She was like, she was like, yeah, girl, that's menopause. I was like, oh
Mm.
my God. So, but I, like I said, I was experiencing it because we go through it early, and my family, we do start in our 30s. So I've been
Mm-hmm.
going through this for a minute. But I did also pull up, you know, it's pretty much everything that we said about menopause. Um, the overview that I just pulled up said this is for menopause. Menopause is when periods stop for good. Is diagnosed after 12 months without a menstrual period, like Jay Will said. Um, Vaginal bleeding or spotting. Menopause can happen in the 40s or 50s, but the average age is 51 in the United States. Menopause is natural, but the physical symptoms, such as hot flash and emotional symptoms of menopause, may disrupt sleep, low energy, or affect moods. There are many treatments for this lifestyle, like they show in a picture of the Vioza that I was telling you about. Some of the symptoms that you were asking, most often menopause happens over time. The months or years leading up to menopause are called perimenopause or the menopause transition. During the transition, the amount of hormones your ovaries may vary. Perimenopause can last 2 to 8 years. The average is about 4 years. And then it goes on to everything that we were talking about, the symptoms, the irregular periods, the vaginal dryness, the hot flashes, night
Lack
sweats,
of sleep. Mm-hmm.
sleep problems, mood changes, trouble finding words or remembering, often called brain fog. So it's pretty much everything that we described.
Right. Exactly.
I'm like,
It ain't say nothing about the weight gain, but yeah, that happens too.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it does. For
Yeah.
me, though, I gotta say, going through it, for me, it's the hot flashes. Oh my gosh. I'm
Are
sitting
you a
here right
sweater?
now burning up.
Are you a sweater? Because I'm a sweater, so you can,
Yes, yes,
oh, you can
but
see it. I'll be on parade, like, oh my God.
Now the
mm,
funny thing with me, I get really, really hot. I don't. You may see a little bit of sweat, but it's more internal. It's just like, yeah, it's intense. I mean, I need a fan. First of all, I sleep with the window open, even
Yeah.
even now, like it's cold as heck, and I have that window
oh, I
cracked.
love to sleep when it's
Me
cold.
too, me too.
I
But yeah,
love to sleep.
it's
My
cold.
kids too. Or we sweat in our sleep. From the
Oh,
youngest, my teenager, my 6-year-old, it doesn't matter. If we don't have any air blowing on us, we will literally sweat in our sleep.
mm,
So we had no
Girl,
matter, even in this cold weather, AC got to be blowing for
yeah.
us to sleep.
you doing
I,
that now? Should wait till you get there.
no, but I'm
Get
still
there.
doing it. I mean, don't get me wrong. Sometimes I definitely feel it in my bones, but I have to have that window open or have my house cold. But for me, I think I'm noticing so much of lack of sleep because I'll wake up based on a hot flash. Wake me
Yeah.
completely up. I gotta get out the spot that I'm in because it's too hot. Stand up, open the door, or something. Yeah.
Mm,
Sometimes your bed be saturated, from the sweat, from the
Mm-hmm.
perspiration.
wow.
Yeah.
yeah, and if you sleep with someone, trust me, that body
Mm.
heat is a
Mm.
lot for you.
Yeah.
Whereas before menopause, you're like, oh, this is
One
comfy,
cuddle.
cozy. Now it's like, if you don't get to your side.
Mm.
That part.
So basically, after menopause is over, 8 years has passed, you just go back to normal.
Well, I
We
don't
ain't
know.
get
I
there
haven't
yet. We
gotten
ain't get
Oh
there
there.
no,
yet.
we have to let you know about that part.
I'm
We
hoping we
haven't
go back to
gotten
normal.
right.
Right?
But what is normal?
Right, because now this is normal for us, right? So a new
Well,
normal.
no more hot sweat, flashes, and
Mm-hmm.
memory might come back, I guess. And
Listen, I just really believe if I can get rid of these hot flashes, I think I would
you'll be
consider
okay.
that normal. Yeah. Hmm.
If I get some sleep, I think, well, both of them. I need to sleep and the hot flashes. They both need to go. And I do have the brain fog too.
Oh my God, the brain fog is really bad. So things like that, that I experience, most of the time I'm just like, oh, Shanae, it's in your head. So I guess like when you're probably experiencing, how many? Do you have to experience everything at one time? Because I swear that list
No.
sounds about right.
No, not to what you call it, but if you're still receiving your period, you're definitely not close to getting in
So
full
that's what I'm saying.
menopause.
But I got all those symptoms. So how do I know when I'm in it?
Oh, you won't. You just wake up one day and say, I gotta be in
Right.
it. You're just
But
gonna
I
say
Because
got
your
all the
doctor
symptoms.
may
it
tell
has to
you.
be
Your
this.
doctor
Yeah,
can
or
tell
your
you too.
doctor.
Your doctor can tell you if you're near. But I can't. That's what I'm saying. Like in the beginning, exactly what you were saying, Shami. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, I had to have been feeling it before. Like how you saying now? Oh, I think I'm feeling it. They, you probably feeling it.
Yeah,
Listen.
because I literally everything she read off that checklist,
Mm-hmm.
I can attest to, except for so I'll get like hot flashes and I'll call this hot flashes. But then again, I'll be in here with my client and I'll be like, "You not hot?" And they all say no, and I'll go and turn on the fan. But I'm the
Mm-hmm.
only one that's hot.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll say, "Oh, because you're standing up and you're the one working." I'm like, "Okay, yeah, true." So, I'll
Mm-hmm.
just brush it off to that. Or if I get brain fog and I'll be like, you know what? I just need to read more because you lose your words. If you don't use it, you
Mm-hmm.
lose it. So I'll brush it off to that. Then like different moods or whatever, I'm like, oh, I'm just reminiscing about an ex or whatever. So okay, if that's depression, no, I'm just sad for right now. Like I have an excuse for everything I'm
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
experiencing, but I'm experiencing it all. So I'm like, is that menopause or? But I'm not experiencing like full missed periods. Like my cycle be on and off. It just
Mm-hmm.
change up or whatever. But yeah, I guess that's the only thing. But I got all the symptoms she listed
Yeah,
though.
you probably going through it. You probably in the early stages. It's not. Hey, you're gonna have to. I guess I don't know if it's better
I'm
to
not
go
willing
through
to
it
accept
younger.
that. No, not yet.
We weren't
We going
either.
I'm
You
just gonna be
yeah.
in denial. Well, you right. It's because I'm working. You right because I, went to
Mm-hmm.
bed too late. I don't know. I'm just gonna keep making excuses to at least about 45. I guess I don't know, but I'm making excuses. Nope, this ain't happening to me. Now,
Well, I wish
not yet.
somebody would have educated us, as we were saying
Yeah.
before. I went and got it.
Yeah.
When I talked to my gynecologist, this is what it is. They do have a commercial. She gave
Okay.
me a whole kit. I'm not going to open up this one because I got it for my niece. But inside the kit, you get, well, I don't know if her gynecologist didn't give it to her, but you get this cute
Oh, chill
little
out. Okay. Cute.
thing. You got a nice little cooling, pad, for
Oh,
your
that's
eye.
cute.
And she gave like, one of them wet towels that you can like, wet and put it
And
on to help cool you.
Cool off.
Yeah. So, but with this though, with the Vioza, ladies, talk to your gynecologist. You do have to take a test because they have to check your liver. Okay,
Mm.
they have to check your
Mhm.
liver to make sure that you could take it. But it does help again with the hot flashes, but it doesn't take away the menopause. So
Is it
it's
a pill?
it is a pill. It's a little pill that you would have to take daily, which was better than the other alternative before this pill came out. So she said, "Well, we can put you on both birth control." I was like, "What?"
Control.
Right. She said, "Well, you could get on both birth control to help with your hormones, but there's a downside to that." I was like, "Well, what is that?"
You get
You'll-
pregnant?
Wow. I hope not.
That's a
Would you
damn
imagine
doubt.
that? In
Oh
your
my
50s having a
God.
baby? No, girl. I don't know which is worse. She said you get your period back. What?
Oh.
How is that helping?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Right. That's why I say, oh no.
No, they can
Mm-mm.
keep that.
Yeah,
They
they
can keep
definitely can keep
that.
that. I don't want no parts of that.
None.
Wait, no. And I got to have all of this in the period too. I served my time. No, thank you.
Right.
Then they came out with the Vioza. So,
Okay.
talk to your
Mm.
gynecologist.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Oh
Look.
no, nobody wants that again.
Right.
What? Once you leave that stage, you definitely do not want that again
Mm-mm.
It's
at
still
all.
bad, y'all. Just in case y'all forgot, it's still bad.
Yeah, no. Mm-mm.
We don't want to remember. Thank you.
Mm-mm. I think the heat is kind of good. No.
Exactly, right, CC? Yeah, I'll take the heat.
I'm kind of on the fence. And that's a good question. I should have asked her that. Could I get pregnant? Well, I couldn't get pregnant because I'm on a pill. But
Yeah.
could you imagine that?
Right.
He's having a baby.
Because your hormones is doing some other stuff. So,
Yeah, my hormones is doing some stuff and it ain't got nothing to do with no dryness because I ain't.
Baby having menopause babies.
Okay. Okay.
After you get enough.
You heard the term menopause babies, so it is
That's
possible.
true. There are some menopause babies. I call them arthritis babies. Because for you that old having a baby, Lord Jesus. But look, Janet Jackson did it.
God bless her.
But you know she got nannies.
Yeah, but she probably had that. What is it? Fetal in vitro and stuff like that. They said those are the chances when someone over 50 can have a baby if they're going through things like that. So she probably did that, and she wanted it. Shoot, she can afford it. Hey, if I can have a baby now and have a few nannies and still be rich, I'm good.
No,
I don't want. I'm good.
I don't care. Nanny's money, no. That you still got to carry it, and my pregnancies were the worst. Whoever said that each pregnancy is different, they lie because both of mine were the same. I was bedridden, in and out of the hospital, sick the whole pregnancy. And my children are 12 years apart. Okay.
Wow.
I wish I would.
So I guess with that said, I thought that this was really good. I hope this helped, and I hope some of our listeners have learned something from it, especially Crystal, you came out with a great solution, So if anybody has any last words, we'll start. Crystal, you have any last words you would like to share to our listeners?
The only thing is, ladies, remember to get your regular gynecology appointments. Do that every year, not just for the hot flashes, but to make sure that everything is good down there. You don't have, breast cancer and all that stuff. So ladies, we got to take care of our bodies. Don't put it off. You're never too young. Make sure you get Miss Cookie, that's what I call her, checked. Okay. On a regular.
Yeah.
That's
yeah, it's important that we definitely take care of our bodies so we can take care of our minds, take care of our family, but mostly take care of ourselves. That's what I want to leave the note on is like, we really have to take it. We're so busy taking care of everyone else. And this is the time to take care of yourself.
Your turn, ma'am.
Oh, mine? Yeah, oh no, this was very helpful. I think yeah, you're right. I might need to speak to my G1 about this at the next appointment because I definitely have all of the symptoms, So we need to figure out what this is, if it's in my head or if it's the real deal. So thank y'all for that. I definitely learned something new today.
Okay. Well, I'm glad this was informative because it definitely was for myself and the rest of us. And it was on a special day, MLK Day, which I would like to actually say a quote that I for today, which is darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. And we, as a women of Circle, we promote love, we promote health, good health, and we like our listeners to like, share, and subscribe for life lessons for times such as now. So with that said, thank you everyone for listening. And one other thing, we must send our prayers out for Tracy, who will be on the next show or two, or we'll be back soon, I should say. Thank you. Good evening.
Bye. Bye.
Bye, ladies.